Welcome back to a new castle game. Here on the west corner we have Haunted playing as the French in the color pink. And on the east corner we have our girl Gealyn playing as Jeanne D'arc in the color blue. My name is Trui and with me today is Nim.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, it's actually, we are on dry Arabia here.
It is so warm, so dry.
It's honestly, the weather's just been kind of weird. It's been stormy over here. Yeah, we actually have French versus French, and I feel like this is an interesting little matchup. We can talk about what I think that opening is gonna look like. So one of the things to note is that typically the French player can have their, in this case pink, can have their night out a little earlier.
Mm-hmm.
This has been my experience. Their night is out a little earlier. They start with that +1 iron undermesh that Jeanne does not get. And then it's a matter of like if you can manage to leverage that night superiority.
Mm-hmm.
If you can manage to leverage that night superiority early on, and for example, get the other French player off of their gold,
Mm-hmm.
then you're in for a very good game, right?
So you're saying that Gealyn is gonna have some trouble this game?
Well, I would expect
Mm-hmm.
Gealyn to have trouble this game, right? If they lose access to their gold, they're in for a really big problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because both of these players will want to have knights out. And on the other hand, if Gealyn can last, right, and not lose her knights and be able to contest, because actually I'll finish that other thought later. She will have access to where is she? Jeanne here, who can consecrate buildings and make it a lot cheaper in terms of food to produce those knights, and that might mean that they'll pull ahead, right? On top of that, French villages produce at 17 seconds, and Jeanne's villages produce at 20 seconds. So
The normal 20
that's
seconds.
that 20 seconds is normal. The French is just like, oh, it's 18 even. I thought it was 17.
1 second longer.
But it's a little. Oh, okay.
Oh!
That's not what's happening this game then. I do not like this. I do not like this for our French player. Because again, right? If Gealyn goes up with the School of Cavalry, which she will, right? And she manages to actually push Haunted off of gold, which is a very real possibility. I know that there's this outpost coming up right now, which is good, right? It's a given that you need this outpost right now. But there's still a very real possibility that they may be pushed off of gold. And what's going to happen here is Gealyn will have knights. You will have traders. How are you going to protect your traders without knights? I would still, even if I wanted to trade right now, open up with the School of Cavalry.
Yeah, at least give the idea that you're not trading.
It's not so much about the idea of not trading. It's about
Yeah, she's searching for that School of Cavalry and she's gonna find a pleasant surprise in the bag.
yeah. You would still need to protect your trade, and the best way to do that is to have knights, because you know that the opponent's gonna have knights. And Gealyn spots this out. There's no way this is gonna have escaped her notice. So she will be looking to harass that trade, as well as probably take care of this gold at the front here, right?
Yeah, and the gold is pretty harassable on this map because it's pretty far from the town center.
Palisade wall coming up here, but that still leaves this entire space here, right? Free for Gealyn to engage at any point, right?
Yeah.
So Spearman can't stop that from happening. The real danger is, of course, is if Haunted manages to wall this side up, and actually, the wood lines are in a very advantageous position to do so, right?
Yeah. Yeah. first knight is not being queued yet.
Needs to stop a couple of these villages here because they
There
can
we
get
go.
that. Yeah, there we go. We can get that first knight out right now.
And she can already like queue it towards the gold if she would want to. So like you could rally it towards the gold of the enemy player if you.
And
if
more
you wish to.
importantly, because you know that you're gonna have knights out earlier and faster,
Mhm.
you can decide to move out onto the deer already.
Yeah, because you know that they're not gonna push you. If you're.
They
pushing
will.
them.
They will not have the luxury of doing that. It's very important to realize that you can go onto deer right now.
And it might be better to do that right now because now you do have that space.
Yeah.
Where later on you might need to be falling back onto your sheep. And
this
then
is,
you
this
can
is the second night
that-
actually already.
Oh yeah, okay.
There we go.
There's the first.
Yeah, and actually posting that on right onto the. Where is this going?
Just out of the way. He's just collecting them. It's a collection of traders.
Yeah, and probably knows that they can't really use their traders right now.
Mhm. And
Not
the
yet.
spearman coming in. The spearman trying to get rid of that knight right here.
We'll see if Gealyn's on the ball here. Can't really afford to lose this knight here. Doesn't have to anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Running it away.
retreats.
Yeah, good job. See if where the other knight's going.
No arrow slits on the outpost here, so can be looking to pressure that as well. Probably looking to put down an archer range as well.
Yeah, because then she makes the counter to her counter, which is
The spearman, right? If that archer range comes up right now, they're really looking very good here.
one of the traders goes down, and she's gonna go in for another charge on.
That
one
makes
of the
3
traders.
houses. We did need 1 house at least, but you know, the sooner we can get that. And I do like the choice here, by the way, of the woman at arms.
Mhm.
Even against like spearmen, I feel like the woman at arms is a better choice than the archer is often.
Because she can hit multiple targets at once.
Yeah, it really works. Ooh, didn't need to lose that knight probably. Could have saved that, healed that up.
Yeah, because Sean has a healing ability, so.
Careful not to actually go underneath that TC. It's not worth it. Loses the scout over that.
Is he going to the deer now? No, that's just a knight, I think, that's pushing out towards her. Yeah, that's just a knight coming this way. I saw a dot walking over the map, guys, and then I'm like, oh yeah, she's going to the deer. But she's going to a different deer patch. One way further.
Yeah.
Way further out.
And it's fine, right?
It's safe right now because he's got map control. So long as he has map control, it's safe to go way out of the map. Like, she can go to the other side of the map right now, and as long as he has map control. If she loses the map control, then it's not safe anymore.
I hate that this is already not really starting out how I suspected it would go because of the Chamber of Commerce. But still, I don't feel like this makes much of a difference, right? And I feel like the advantage is definitely in Gealyn's hands as of right now. But that archer range has come up for the French player, and it's gonna mean that they're gonna have that archer mass way before our Jeanne player will have any archer mass. It is going to be difficult to build that up, right? And that's what they're doing. They're just biding their time. Actually, I do think it's kind of smart that they're just producing traders, but just sitting them underneath the TC for now.
Walls are coming up, probably to just try and protect that trade. Not full walls yet, because she's they're realizing that Gealyn is camping that part of the map.
Consecrate is up right now.
Good retreating of Sean here. Oh, heals popping off.
Good spin. Very good spin, but I don't know if we
she's
want to
being
take this
surrounded.
fight here.
And running away. The knights need to run away as well.
And this is not a very good good trade here. You can take a look at the destruction value here, right? Like of how much resources lost. This is not looking great for for Gealyn here, actually.
Yeah,
And
twice as much.
And it's because she needed a house and she made 3 houses instead, right? If she'd made 1 house, we'd already have that archery range up, and we'd already have an archer here, and we'd already have a much better time contesting this. I do feel. Consecrate coming down. It was brought down on the School of Cavalry and on the stable right now.
Both buildings that do spend a lot of food, so definitely a great choice. One of the trays goes down, the second one is also going down. Jeanne is trying to distract the army right here, while the third trader is going down, and now the knights are trying to run away.
Did that say 0 experience? Do you not get any experience from killing traders?
Maybe. Oh, knight
The
needs
rally
to
point is here, but they're going to lose that knight.
Yeah. The rest of them are finally realizing, maybe we shouldn't just rally there. It's not a safe spot.
And it
to
hurts
run.
having lost that scout as well, honestly, because Gealyn has like a hard time really figuring out what is going on down here. But if those walls come up right, and then the trade keeps going, this is going to be a much bigger issue. The French players picked up a lot of their ecotechs already. It makes sense to go for those ecotechs as well, because for every ecotech that you get a free trader.
Well, they are kind of dead now, though, the free traders.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it makes sense to go for the to pick up the ecotechs already.
Definitely. And again, I think this is not really a fight
Villager at the front.
Yeah, let's go. He really wanted to become a fighter, but you know, Dad said he wasn't allowed to. And
Good
he said,
control.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Good control on Jeanne herself here, though. It's actually looking very good.
Ooh, good healing coming out.
As long as they can get these spearmen down, right, they're gonna win this fight. And
Yeah.
actually, this is looking like very good for Gealyn here. The walls have not come down. It's still open here, and this leaves all of this exposed, right?
There's so many villagers walking around here, also doing a little bit of long gathering. Jeanne is trying to get a little bit of a spin off. There we go.
Good spin.
But the army trickling in from Haunted here, so
There's more army, but
they need to watch out that they don't overstay their welcome here. Jeanne is getting really low.
5 HP.
Jeanne goes
Gets the
down.
upgrade in, but that made her pause for just a second there.
Poor horse though, just came into the world and immediately died.
Does that mean she's more expensive now to get back?
Maybe. Do you lose the experience if she dies?
No. You don't lose out on any experience
So
here.
it's better to just let her die and then buy her back and then upgrade her.
Yeah.
More villagers are on the run right here. 15 villager kills already for Gealyn. So
They're
That's
economic
quite
kills, right? These include the
Oh, yeah.
traders and are practically mostly traders.
mostly traders.
Yeah,
But if you
so-
look at the villager difference, we have 6 villager difference, even though the French make villagers faster.
Yeah,
so-
absolutely. They did lose villagers for sure. They went into the guild hall. It's not going to be the research institute right now, and they're being pushed off of the deer, right? Which is not great for our French player here. And instead, they're going to be looking to go out into the berries on the other side. What I would love to see is just Gealyn just start bringing down some of these. This is not.
That's not a good wall.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, you can just
Haunted?
walk over that.
That's not how that works. No, actually, it's a very good time to continue to be pushing right now, right? To continue to harass the opponent, because your opponent's trying to go for castle age units right now, trying to pick up castle age text, but they're not quite there yet, right? And actually, Gealyn's about to charge into that wood line and find more villages here again.
Ooh, 2 villagers down and running away from the spearmen. Good choice not overstaying your welcome. There's 2 crossbows already in that mass. They're definitely gonna start building a crossbow mass.
Has a monastery out on the field. Probably going to be looking to pick up that center relic here. That's what I thought.
Jeanne has just returned to the field. She's
And
back and alive with her horse.
yeah, Jeanne's looking to get her own castle age here. But it's very good that she's already on the 3rd tier here, right? Is there a blacksmith out for our for Jeanne? Not right now, right?
No.
Because we need to remember that, like, we need to grab the companion equipment upgrade for Jeanne at some point.
The French player is grabbing 2 of the relics already, just when castle age, and already grabbing those relics. One of them is already in the base, so definitely going fast on those relics.
It's checking out the other trade post. I think she just noticed that the relics have been taken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one is already in the monastery. Definitely going really fast with that. 15 minutes.
That leaves this relic and this relic here in that she can definitely contest easily.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a lot harder, right?
Yeah. Yeah, especially because they're... Ooh. This little army was trying to contest and now turning back around. It's like, no.
It was probably a good idea to consolidate her forces here right now. Guildhall coming in. She needs to hold on to these units. It's the right idea to not bring all of them out right now, right, to try and get themselves killed. Let's see. Their Guildhall is on food, and Gealyn's Guildhall is maybe also just going to be on food.
Yeah, it's on food so far. But like, it starts out on food, I guess.
Siege Workshop, love it. Blacksmith coming down. This is the companion equipment upgrade we were talking about. Increases Jeanne d'Arc's health and damage by 25% and gain +1 armor.
So she's gonna be a better Jeanne. A better, bigger Jeanne.
Immediately brings out the veteran knights. I do not like this for a French player, though. Because despite having gone into Arbitrier, which are pretty good, right? Mm-hmm. You don't have knights, right? Which are a very, very good unit.
Mm-hmm.
Which
yeah,
are
not
a
a
very
single
good
knight
unit.
on the field.
No, because you can't, right? Because you gave up knights basically when you didn't make that early school of cavalry.
Mm-hmm.
And do we want to say that the Chamber of Commerce was worth it?
I don't think so. Like, all the free traders died.
It's not been good, has it?
No.
It's not been good. I don't think this got the value that you were hoping for.
Third relic is being picked up by the French and being escorted by the whole army. I think that's just a coincidence.
Standing in the range of this outpost right here. Oh, Gealyn can't see anything.
Doesn't even know that.
I don't know if she knows that there's a tower right there. That first volley coming down on Jeanne, actually already super low health. That was probably not the position to be in with that army.
Yeah, thought she was standing safely in a stealth forest. But there was nothing stealth about the forest except for the fact that she couldn't...
Starts kiting these spearmen here, actually doing a good job. Needs to be very careful with Jeanne though. She's already low health on that just like right from the get-go here. Not lucky, just quick reactions, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
That she didn't lose them.
Mangonella
As another consecrate, we'd love to see them in the town center.
Mangonella's rolling out, so I always love seeing Mangonella shots. I don't know, they just get me excited. Just love to see. There's always like this risk reward on the Mangonella. It's like it's always so nice to see them shoot at this like giant army, but there's also the risk of like a couple of horsemen that just run around that's gonna like, you know, kill your Mangonel. And I love the thrill of the Mangonel.
It's you love the thrill of the
I love the thrill of the Mangonel. It's just so good. By the way, if you're watching this and you're like, wait, isn't this the patch before the patch? Yeah, that's true because you know, we need to wait for people to play some ranked matches in the new patch for the new season. Therefore we did record some matches before the patch came out.
I assume that by the time this video goes live, the new ranked season will not be in yet. I don't know how much downtime there is exactly.
Yes.
But I'm just gonna assume there's like we'll have some time. Actually brings that outpost down very good. Remember, like, this is not how you want to wall.
No, yeah, as you can see, the enemy army can just walk over a sacred site. And with Jeanne, they can even capture the sacred site while standing on it, because Jeanne d'Arc can actually capture sacred site. Springald coming in, seeing that Mangonel on the sacred site, thinking, hey, We don't like the mangonels, even though Trui likes the thrill of them. Haunted does not like the thrill of the mangonels. Sadly. I think that mangonel is gonna be going down. Because it's gonna only take 2 shots. Ooh, Springald is gonna be attacked. That sacred site is like one tick away from being captured. Jeanne D'arc, go kiss that sacred site. Go kiss that sacred site for me. Go back on it.
Yeah, if there's one thing I would love Gealyn to pick up, it's any of these military technologies here.
Come on, kiss that sacred site.
Yes, yeah. Thank you, Gealyn. Thank you so much.
I can't handle the fact that it's like not.
Yeah,
captured.
this is making you very anxious, isn't it?
Yeah. The sacred side.
It's
free gold.
I never really remember to do this with Jeanne either.
It's free gold.
It is free gold though. You're not wrong.
They're seeing you anyway. You know. You're already channeling the fact that you're standing there anyway. So you're standing next to the wall.
Actually, this is looking pretty good for Gealyn. I would love to at some point see her pick up these relics. They're not a priority right now. I don't feel right, but just to make sure that the French player doesn't get them.
Yeah, because they already have grabbed 3 of the relics.
Yeah, which is fine, right? Like you get there's 5 relics on the map when you're playing.
One.
Jeanne going down here.
Oh no. The sacred site though.
That mangonel shot did come in though. There was a bunch of damage here. I'm not sure why they brought out a counterweight trebuchet on this.
Me neither.
But this is looking like a total cleanup here. The numbers are way in Gealyn's advantage, and she's actually got a really good composition to deal with this. She went in with the ranged damage already, right? And just like as she's pushing this, there's a lot of archers and arbaletiers in this fight already.
Yeah, and even though Haunted does have the advantage in the tech here, because Haunted has researched almost everything in the tech department. If you come up with a way bigger army, you can still win these fights.
Springlets of her own are coming out onto the field for Jeanne here.
Jeanne is back. Jeanne is back, walking. She walked with the army. Yeah, there she is.
Has some consecrates. Town center. I want it on the town center.
It's Jeanne 3.0, I think, or 4.0.
There's another boar out here for Gealyn if she wants to.
Oh, the sacred site's not captured.
And can we've not even really mentioned this, right? But this is not even that great of a trade.
I was like thinking they were gonna trade to the other side when they placed it, but it's also less safe.
Like, I guess this is better than nothing, but it's... I feel like the choice of Chamber of Commerce here has not really been great. Actually, pushing out towards that keep. Will it come up here?
Jeanne
needs to be careful not
forward.
to bring out Jeanne. She has her arms. She has her men even. I think there are a lot of villagers going down here yet again.
The heal's coming out.
Focuses all those villagers.
The men. Jeanne's men are out.
31 villager kills.
Ooh. Great spin on those villagers. Jeanne needs to run. Oh, gets killed.
But all of the villagers underneath this keep are down, actually.
The keep almost was up, but now it's not coming up right. At least not right now. Maybe if Gealyn retreats, but...
If she just camps this keep though, right? It's not going to come up, right? This mangonel and these Springle too, like it does extra damage, right?
See that mangonel and that massive archers down there? Oh, that would be juicy.
The mangonel does do extra damage versus buildings though, so it can take down this keep a little faster. There are outposts and town centers firing though, so you can't keep these archers underneath here forever.
Yeah.
It's very important to realize that. Can't keep these archers underneath here forever.
Gealyn was also seeing that juicy shot and she wanted to have it. But I guess you need to take the shot on the keep instead. Something went down right next to that mangonel.
Yeah, it was a Springle.
Oh, it was a Springle.
Yeah, because she's running
that one villager!
She's running her siege past the outpost, but still.
They're making the keep!
Still. this is not a problem because that cost the French players so many villages.
Yep.
So many villages. Puts them even further behind. And they've got some trade, right, to kind of make up for a lack of
Yeah,
villagers.
because it says 50 villagers, but it's 50 economic units.
It's
right?
50 economic units, 4 of which are
it's not that
traders.
Oh, are they gonna go for a relic steal? If that monastery goes down and there's no monks. I would have loved seeing some monks in that army.
Monks.
So, monks. So she could steal those relics. That I always love to see a good relic steal as well. Those are exciting as well, you know? A little bit of relic stealing.
So one of the important things to realize for Gealyn here is just realizing her map control, right? There is gold in the back for Haunted here, right? That they can fall back to. But other than that, they will do very well to just gather some stone, right? And put down keeps onto vital resources. So like you keep down here, right? I keep up here, right? Here you could have wood, sacred site, and the gold vein all secure. And that's actually a very good position to be in, right? Because like she has map control right now.
Yep. Monastery goes down. There's sadly no monk to grab all these relics up, but this means that these relics are not in the hands of Haunted at the moment, and that money is not coming in for Haunted.
We did have the food being cashed in and being switching over to generating wood instead.
That's a new monastery. They're trying to grab their relics back, but it's gonna be pretty difficult if Gealyn is still in the neighborhood. The Springles are gonna try and get rid of those counterweight trebuchets, I would imagine.
Needs to get another +1 range damage in on these. Honestly, there's a lack of real military upgrades here. It's gonna lose Jeanne if she just charges these in here. There was no other way that could have gone.
Jeanne was playing League of Legends thinking that they were a jungler who was, you know, who killed like...
I'm fed.
You know, I'm fed, I
I'm
can
fed.
do this.
I've got 20 kills at least.
Yeah. They were
That's
having
a
the
lot of Springles here,
League of Legends
though.
mentality.
That's a lot of Springles. You know what I want back into this composition?
What?
Knights.
Yeah. Distinct lack of knights from both players, even though they're playing a knight.
Again, I felt like it made sense for the French player not to have knights here. But I feel now is the time to just put knights back into this composition.
Yeah, definitely easy to get rid of those Springles.
Or even horsemen. There's stables out already anyway, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can get rid of those. Like there's 5 Springles right here. Definitely easy to get rid of.
Yes. Focus down that palisade.
Definitely.
A little bit of a misclick there.
Yeah, I think so. Forward production coming up for Gealyn. Doesn't want to like walk all the way over here. It's like, you know what? We're fighting over here. I do not want to make all these military units back at home, you know. I'll give them some rest. They can just spawn here.
Is picking up the relics and putting them back a little bit further here. But no, really, if you bring out horsemen onto this, right? Those Springles you're not going to be able to defend them.
They're going to be toast. And those archers slash... there's a couple of archers in there, I think. Yeah, those archers and those crossbows are also not really great against those horsemen.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a very good idea.
And that's basically what they have. That's basically the army.
That's basically the army. There's the horsemen.
Boom.
There they are.
Need to watch out with walking in a formation like that with her own archers, though. If she stands still and the enemy thinks of a mangonel and finds an angle on her, it might be dangerous.
It might be very dangerous.
It might be dangerous. I don't see one in the neighborhood, but, you know, doesn't mean that you should not expect one. if there is not one. Always expect the worst. Always expect your enemy to be smarter than you.
Okay, so we have a bit of a lull in combat right now, and we'll use that to take stock of what's going on here. So clearly, economically, Gealyn's still in the lead, right? We should have switched this over a long time ago already. So let's take a look at that. Right, clearly more food coming in for Gealyn. Clearly more wood coming in for Gealyn. A little bit less gold, but if there's one thing to be said, right, it's that Gealyn has more access to gold, because there's still this one here, there's still this one here, and there's still this one here.
Yeah.
Whereas for Haunted, there's this gold, which Gealyn could look to push, and it would be very worthwhile to do so.
Yeah.
But overall, economically, Gealyn's looking better, even with far less eco upgrades. The composition, if we take a look at it, right? There's a lot of arbitraries coming out here, a lot of archers. A lot of archers for Gealyn here. The numbers also looking better for Gealyn. Better yet, she's building up a massive horseman, right? Because like 1 or 2 horsemen is not going to help here. But 20 or so horsemen will definitely help out here.
Yeah. Where are they right now?
They're on the way here. I feel like this is maybe a little bit early.
Yeah, they need to go in all at once, because otherwise they're just going to be picked up one by one.
And this actually grabbed up the second range armor right now.
Ooh, there's Springles too. Need to make sure that they're grouped up, but they go in at the same time.
Yes, okay, here we go. Plenty of horsemen on here to really decimate this front line here. Needs to pull those Springles back. The French player is doing their best to keep their Springles safe.
Sean, run!
Every time that she pushes forward, you need to realize that this is a completely ranged composition, right?
Get them on
Tries
the
to right click on the Springle, but actually right clicks an archer there. There are more horsemen on the way.
Trebuchet. Trebuchet is gonna go down. Yeah, Trebuchet got down.
There are more units in the back here. There are some arbitraries.
And there's some new horsemen. Every time
and just charge the front here. Honestly, like if you can get this down right, and if you can get your trebs to bring down this outpost, things are looking rather good here.
Yeah,
like, tries to run around because she wants to bring the Springles down with the horsemen, right? But I feel like at this point, if you bring down the massive archers here, it's already good. It's already good. It's already fine.
Yeah, and the archers keep being strong for Gealyn right here. The tower just went down, and again, the horsemen just keep trickling in. And again, they are on the Springle. The Springle is just running away. There's so many archers everywhere. There's a big mess from both of them. And I would love to see a shot of
but the
them
strength of this force is petering out. Do you have food? You've got food if you want to go for more push on this, Gealyn.
Yeah, the only thing you need to do is click the button to collect it all. The horsemen are coming out.
Yeah, she's making farms behind us because she's realizing I can't quite keep up the horseman push because horsemen cost me a lot of food, right, comparatively. I can't quite keep up this push without enough farms on this here.
Yeah. In the meanwhile, the trebuchets are trying to take down as many buildings as they can. Yeah,
and this is actually it's important to bring these down, right? Because the keep is providing value to all of these archery ranges, actually making these a lot cheaper than they all of the units here a lot cheaper than they would otherwise be. Do we have the enlistment incentives? Is that a Imperial Age tech?
Apparently, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is.
So apparently they cannot.
Oh, you could probably pick this up in the Research Institute, I'm guessing.
I wouldn't know. I can't help you with that.
The other H3 landmark for the French.
Ah, okay.
Which unlocks a lot of these technologies earlier against a lower cost.
Sean is back right again. I do have to say, I'm glad to see that the
all of these horsemen dying one by one here. Needs to move that rally point out.
Yeah, and now we do see the French player having a way bigger massive archers than Jeanne here.
It's always been about that massive archers, right?
Mhm.
It's always been about that massive archers.
And would you like to see a mangonel?
It's hard, like, Galen's been conditioned not to bring out mangonels because there's just been so many spring
But the
rolls.
springles are gone now.
The truth is that there's only one siege workshop, right?
It's
I don't.
been
Gealyn
just
does
on
not
all
know
the
that,
time.
but there's only one siege workshop. Whereas for Gealyn, there's only one siege workshop.
Yep. Yep. They just match each other right there.
And actually, this is looking very good. Needs to be careful with Jeanne here.
Yeah, they
Needs to
definitely
be very careful with Jeanne
they're
here.
definitely gonna focus Jeanne, so Jeanne is gonna go down the moment she's showing her face.
I would
to
just
this
like
archer.
not even put her into composition, right? I would not even put her on the front lines anymore because she keeps dying to the range composition here. Did we get the companion equipment?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
No. Oh no. No wonder she's dying so much, right? If she has, we'll take a look here again, right? Health plus 25% and plus 1 armor. That would be a very, very big difference. So the
see a
companion
mangonel.
equipment here, a big deal. Very big deal.
I see.
Oh, this is why I'm confused because the ordnance company isn't here, which has the same icon as the enlistment incentives.
A big ray coming out here from Gealyn from the back, but that leaves her trebuchets, her counter ray trebuchets, open for the army from Haunted. So she needs to watch out that her things are not gonna. Oh, but the mangonel.
There are mangonels, but there are
the
springles
springles!
out as well. Is gonna lose out that first mangonel. Can bring out those
Second
horsemen
mangonel.
to those
No,
springles.
Go away! No, mangonel, what are you doing? Oh.
Has more units in the back here, but is busy with raiding on the other side of the base.
Oh, and all those horsemen are going down. This whole army on this side is going down. Got quite some of the villagers, but now has to fall back on the front.
It's gonna collapse onto this center position though. Like as soon as these horsemen come over here, right? We'll need to turn the rest of this army around to try and collapse onto the center here. Not like this though. Not like this though, right? Like now your units are too far out.
And Haunted is gonna try and put a keep down at the spot that they've been fighting the whole time, realizing like, hey, this is a spot that we've been fighting, so this is probably an important part to, you know, make sure.
Actually, I hadn't even noticed, but a 4th relic went over to Haunted. At any point, really, it would have been a very good idea to pick up these 2 relics here.
It's never too
But
late.
it's never too late, but neglecting it means it is too late to pick up that 4th relic.
Yeah, it means it's gonna go to your enemy, and then it's too late. It's in the hands of your enemy.
Is this keep gonna come up? That's the question here. There are still 2 trebs that she's managed to do very well to keep safe, right?
Ooh. I think
And
it's
it's
gonna
already
come
gonna
up.
be very low health is the problem,
yeah,
right?
Have the HP.
Because even if she, even if they fight in the center here right now, the question, like, if this fight lasts long enough, there's a lot of repair coming in here, and there's a lot of stone in the bank, honestly.
It's gonna cost a lot of stone though. The question is, would the second keep not be as cheap as just repairing this one? Like,
Well, it's more about holding the position, right? Because it does offer you some value. But it's repairing
true.
with a lot of villages here, and that means that a lot of stone is being just like burnt through here.
yeah, already 400 stone gone into that keep for just repairing it.
Yes, manages to break through with some of the horsemen.
Villagers are repairing the springles. One of the springles goes down.
That's 1 springled, that's 2 springled, that's 3 springled. Now can move this mangonel forward. Can move this mangonel forward. Here they go.
There is 1 springle still left.
And with that, it's going to be incredibly hard to hold this position and keep this keep up, right?
Last Springles is surviving, so she needs to watch out with those mangonels. That keep is gonna get low. Springles moving in. Ooh, Mangonel's
Springle goes down yet again. This leaves the Mangonel completely open to decimate the front lines at the back because there's a lot of archers back in here.
Second Springle's coming in.
And Trebuchets continue to fire onto that keep. It's going to lose this position, and with that, it's going to be a lot harder to keep these Springles near the front position here.
That Springle is going to go down as well. Is there a second siege workshop by now? Because I feel like there's more Springles coming out, or it is just constantly pumping out the Springles with one workshop.
I think it's still the one workshop, honestly. It's still the one workshop.
Sean is going in. Ooh, this is gonna go down again from just going in, probably.
And again, campaign equipment would make a big difference in this this matchup here.
She's living. She's living.
She's alive.
You would say and kicking, but mostly just swinging with her sword. The villagers from Haunted are just gathering wood right next to the fight right here.
Yeah, it's actually on this backwood over here, so I would just bring those villagers over there, but it is a little bit risky. Another keep comes down, but I do not feel like it's long for this world, right? Those trebs are going to come up here.
I don't think the traps are even needed because there's horsemen that will just jump on top of those villagers.
Their numbers are no longer in Haunted's favor here, and without the fantastic position that they found themselves in before with all those Springles, it's going to be very hard to maintain this. Trebuchet is firing down onto that keep. And remember, like when a building is still being built, things do extra damage. Everything does extra damage. They get twice as much damage. So they immediately get a lot more damage in.
Yeah, that's
already halfway down. Already halfway down, and with the extra ranged army here that the horsemen have, right? They can fight underneath that keep for just a little bit longer.
And the keep is gonna go down in seconds. It's gonna be, it's gonna be tried to be repaired, but I don't think it's
just gonna cost more stone that they can't really afford to use here.
And I don't think we're gonna see insufficient stone because I think it's gonna go down before we even gonna see that.
Worse yet, at any point. They did get the sprinkle emplacement on this, but they did not get boiling oil yet.
That would have been so nice because
it would have made a huge difference fighting underneath these keeps. Right? May have kept their sprinkles a lot safer when their sprinkles were like hugging their keep and everything.
Yeah.
We have the blast cannon Jeanne D'arc, and that means that we get Valorous Inspiration. I think she did pop it. I see them buffed up, but I can't see the actual thing on them.
Oh, insufficient
stone. There we go.
And you don't
now remember,
get her that.
With companion equipment, she can still get more health and more armor and more damage.
She's gonna do a spinneroo right on the villagers.
Has her heal still in backup, but that's it.
Oh, that's the game. Not just the keep, but also the game.
And I think this was lost right at the start with the choice of landmarks, to be honest.
If you want to see some more Age of Empires, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click on one of these videos to see a cast right now. Watch more Age of Empires 4 right with us.